Happy last 13 minutes of Monday. Glad you guys made it through the Monday. One of the hardest days of the week to get to, but if you work a lot, damn, yeah, allergies. Then they're all Mondays. But hey, be lucky, be blessed to be active. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to a semi-overnighter. I don't know how long this one's going to last because we kind of went really long last night, but I don't know how much there is left to talk about, but it's going to be open mic. Up to you guys. Hello, Aaron. I see you in there already. My favorite Australian. What's going on? How you doing, Hal? What's going on, man? Please like and subscribe. Yep. Hit the like button, subscribe, and also share. Bring other geeks to our little campfire here, too. Not much happened today. I'm speeding through Raw at the moment because, as usual, there's just not much there for me to really get excited about. So, but I am obligated as a wrestling fan to watch it. And like I said, you never know when I might be surprised, like I was, last Friday when The Rock came out and pretty much had the most entertaining segment of the whole entire show. I hope that they follow through with that and do something with him in the bloodline because really, that's all I really need there. Thank you. Yeah, that sneeze came through. Yeah, not recently though. I'm always going to be a James Cameron fan in regards to Terminator being one of the best science fiction movies ever made. Aliens, Terminator 2. The Abyss was good, but not really my cup of tea. Titanic, I enjoyed the spectacle of it, but once again, not my cup of tea as far as that goes. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't done recent movies. Avatar doesn't do anything for me. But as an all-time great, he's done enough to where he's going to be in that pantheon for me. But yeah, I am a fan. All right, so it looks like we were talking about last night, both Bill Maher and Drew Barrymore have rescinded, and they are not starting. They did not start today. Her show was going to start today had she had gone with it, and then his show is going to start airing on Friday again. So that didn't happen, and Brad sent me a text saying that they were going to be meeting again. I hope something comes of this, but I don't have any faith that anything is going to. But here we go. William, are you interested in a sequel to Battle Lady? No. I didn't have a lot of interest in the original. Not that I did, it just wasn't, it wasn't something I got into. But I know a lot of people were into that. So, Mighty Rax, good question. William, did you read Doomsday Clock and does it do justice to Watchmen? No. I have a lot of problems with Doomsday Clock. I have a lot of problems with the person who wrote it. Not because of the other reasons that Jeff Johns, a lot of people have issues with him, because I did not like what he was trying to do in that comic book. I don't even think it did Dr. Manhattan justice. It turned him into something that characteristically he was not in any other portrayal. I thought that the character of Dr. Manhattan was in some ways misrepresented. Some ways he did okay. Like when he explains, what magic was. Magic is just leftover energy and all that stuff. That's some kind of stuff that John Ostrander would say. But a lot of the other things that he was doing just didn't make any sense. Why he was doing them, to me, didn't make any sense. And to me, it was just another way for Jeff Johns and company to reset the universe with a story that really left out a lot of creators at that time. And if you go back to Flashpoint, New 52, not everybody was 100% on board with what was going on there. You had a certain group of people that were rebooting a universe, and trust me, that's why it took so long for issue 12 to come out, because I truly believe that he was on his way to rebooting the universe yet again, and people just said, no, we're not going to go through this again. You had artists and you had writers who invested a lot of time to take their stories, ownership of their stories, And I think that he was really trying to reboot the DC universe again through that comic book and using that Dr. Manhattan to do it. So I had a lot of problems with that story. It does not do justice to the Watchmen, in my opinion. I don't even think it does complete justice to Dr. Manhattan, who is the protagonist there. So that's just my opinion, though. Apparently, hashtagging might have helped to show interest in making a sequel. Yeah, I mean, hashtagging is a social movement. I mean, it lets people know. It lets these creators are on the internet. You know, that's why when everybody tells me, oh, you know, hashtag movements don't work. That is not true. Especially a lot of these, you know, these studios are on the web. They're on Twitter. They're on Facebook. They're on Instagram. You know, they're on every one of these platforms, so they see that. And if they're doing it right, they're seeing how they can apply that heat to their bottom line. And when they're doing it wrong, they ignore it. So yeah, I mean, I don't have any doubt that that hashtagging would help it get a sequel. Daniel, would you say Jeff Johns is overrated, underrated, or about right? How he's regarded? Okay. Here's the thing when it comes to Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns is a tremendous, in my opinion, and a lot of people just don't like him at all. But I think Jeff Johns is a tremendous talent and a tremendous storyteller, as long as he has oversight. As long as Jeff Johns doesn't have too much control over the narrative, Jeff Johns is as good as anyone out there. When Jeff Johns is basically the guy in control of a story or control of a certain series of books or control of an overarching story, that's when I think I see the problems coming with Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns on his own is not bad. Jeff Johns without supervision and oversight is a disaster. And, you know, you have the evidence all around you to see that. So I don't think he's overrated. I don't think he's underrated. I think he is what he is. But like I said, I think the problem is if you're going to put him, if you're going to let him loose, you got to make sure there's a leash. You got to make sure there's a power structure. And you got to make sure that there's somebody in there that can say no. No, you can't do this. No, you can't reboot this. No, you can't retcon this. So that's where I feel about him. I've heard John's run on Aquaman and New 52 was pretty good. His individual run on his comics are great, but his effect on the overall DC product, in my opinion, had a, you know, it had its spike, got a lot of people in, but if you look, you know, after all that, there were just a lot of inherent problems because not, like I said, not everybody was on board with what was happening under him. You know, you read his Green Lantern. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to knock his ability as a storyteller. What I am going to knock is his ability to operate in a capacity above that. All right. Aaron Pritchard. Do you watch any UFO documentaries? If so, what is your favorite? No, I don't. I should watch more. I just don't have the time. However, every Friday night while I'm working on stuff and I'm sitting here in my office, I have Ancient Aliens on all the time. By default, when I turn my TV on Friday night when I get home, and every Friday night, there's some version of Ancient Aliens, Chariots of the Gods. Some of those things are on there, and I'm watching that. So, yeah, I don't watch full-on documentaries on when it comes to UFOs. I should watch more, but I do watch UFO programming. And by the way, I'm trying to get Ty Roberts on the show since he's changed his format to alien stuff. So, how you doing, Spider-Man? What's going on? Just hanging out here, answering some questions. This is probably gonna be more of a midnight express than a semi-overnighter. Like I said, I've streamed, I think, for like 12 or 13 days straight, and as long as I can moderate myself, I think I can continue. You know, as long as there's something to talk about. Also, guys, I have pinned the tip link to the top of the page, the top of the chat. If you feel the need, if you ever want to support the show that way, you can. Also, we have our infamous Patreon page. If I reach 20 patrons by the end of the month, I'm going to be forced to watch Howard the Duck, one of the worst movies ever made, if not the worst movie ever made. And I'll go ahead and put that into the chat. So those of you who have not joined already, can join. Also, my movie club tier. You guys will be soon keeping an eye on your messages because I'll be sending you your saw codes to there, and I will be getting with you guys who are on that tier to get your address to send the mini posters from Vector Comics 27 in. All right. Oh, you're right. 25. 25. I'm sorry. That dude ventured right. Why make it easier? 25 by the end of the month. 25 by the end of the month. All right. Spider-Man. Doomsday Clock is the definition of unnecessary course correction, unnecessary adding the Watchmen without getting it and fixing New 52. Yeah, they're just, and that's my problem with them. Is they try to fix things that sometimes don't need to be fixed, or the things that they try to fix are too big to be fixed the way that they're fixing them. Wow, man, these mosquitoes tore my left arm up. Man. There we go. Daniel Martin, duck. Huh, okay. I guess you had to be here last night to know what these emojis means. For those of you who are just listening, Daniel Martin has two ducks. Obviously, we know what that is referred to. And then a steak and a train. Okie dokie. Azteca, a Mortal Kombat movie was released 28 years ago. Time flies. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Shit, 1995. Oh, my God. 1995 was 28 years ago. My goodness. 1995 was my first full year open as a store. That is insane. I would feel old, but I'm not. I just got started young. Yeah, time does fly. Yeah, Duck, Duck, Goose. I remember that game. I was 11 in 1995. I was 21 in 1995. Where's the walrus? Oh, where's the meat walrus? You know it. Maybe he's been sedated. Okay, you were 10 in 1995. Wow, you got the kids. Oh, look at this. Hal Jordan, he was living in Hawaii in 1995. What a good place to be living. So what am I going to be doing this week? I am going to be ordering a crap load of merchandise for the store, replenishing my pop figures because it's been bare. So a lot of the stuff this week, I'm going to be doing a lot of merchandise reviews. I'm going to, there's going to be a segment added to the Saturday night show of new comic stuff that I've been reading throughout the week. That'll be something that we do straight from the store. What else? I'm going to be, I don't know how many seats we're going to be giving away for Saw. Well, I know I'm going to give at least one pair away on one of our shows. Let's see. What else are we talking about? I am going to, once I move completely over to Streamlabs and get this studio where I want it to be, I'm going to set up a permanent schedule for our weekday shows. And once I do that, I will bounce back and forth between the lounge and here. Like right now, when I use the lounge, it's strictly going to be StreamYard. When I do my show, it's going to strictly be Streamlabs. So JR server. So do you think WJ meeting with AMPTP on Wednesday could be the beginning of the end of the strike, or just one of many needed? Listen, I hope it means the beginning of the end, but realistically, I think it's just going to be, hopefully it's a step in the right direction. But I think there's too much between them for one meeting to do it all. Little Movie Perk reacted to your entire video today from yesterday. He wants to come on the channel and talk horror movies. Okay. I mean, I don't mind bringing them on. I'd rather bring him on the Saturday show where he can actually see me. But what was he reacting on his own channel or somewhere else or on some of our stuff? I didn't see. Oh wow, damn, Aaron, 1995. She was 7. Jeez. I thought Hal was saying he was high, and I know I thought that too, but I'm like, I think he means Hawaii. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check out his thing. But yeah, what did he respond to? Reacted to your entire video from today for today. Okay, yeah, let me know where I can find his reaction. Daniel Martin William, are you going to do the Jackie River murder thing again at Sci-Fi Dinner? I want to, but it's really hard. It's really hard to get everybody lined up and everybody's schedule, and it's just I want to do it again, but it was that last time we had weather destroy us, and then we had people coming down with COVID. It was just there's so many moving parts sometimes when and something we were the more I try to do it and the more stuff I run into trying to get it done, the more I appreciate the fact that we were able to ever get it done in the first place, especially at the height of COVID. Remember, we did that in October of 2020. So it was tough. So yeah, it's just a matter of once I solidify a base of people that I know are going to be consistently available, then yeah, we'll take another stab at it. We also might do other things too. I also want to do a Blade Runner one. Where we turn my entire plaza into LA 2049, and you got to hunt down replicants. So, but yeah, we're definitely want to do Project Ripper again. It's just a matter of just getting everybody together. Let's see. But I think he'd be a good guest. He's done an episode of Ash vs. Evil Dead. Right. And other short horror stuff. His own channel. What's his? I think I just subbed to his channel. I'll take a look at it. Nothing big on Strike News, but it seems like the studios have unlimited money on the line if they get their AI wishes. So it seems, yeah. And be honest with you, the union would be fools if they ever agreed with that shit, especially as it stands. Let's see. Okay, let me look at this. Let me check out Lucifer. Oops. Little movie perp. Oh, I didn't. Oh, okay. I subscribed to my other channel, but I'm going to subscribe to him now. All right, I'm going to go check it out. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to start bringing some guests on here pretty soon. I mean, we did our Patreon stuff too, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't do big panels, but I will bring on like 1 or 2 at a time. So. Yeah, the Blade Runner one was actually what the Project Ripper was a test run for. Blade Runner would be a lot easier because it does not. I'm not planning out murders. It's basically we'll have actors and actresses and people that are replicants and people that are benevolent replicants and malevolent replicants, and you have to decide, which one is what and which one is, which one do you need to retire. I want to decorate the entire plaza with mist and smoke and using drones to have the floating billboard signs and all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah, I got a big plan for that, and I want to use the entire. Oh, why I did that? Oh, I did that so I could click on Brucifer's link. Okay, got it. So yeah, I'll keep you posted on Blade Runner, and I would like to go through and use our connections to do Warner Brother and Alacon and all those guys to see if we can actually use the name instead of having to come up with something cheesy. Strange Marvel Theories, how are you doing? All right, Mighty Rax. Well, should a Game of Thrones book follow the ending of the show? No. No, because that ending sucked. As a matter of fact, I would love for him to write his own ending and then have somebody just remake season 8. He is Strange Marvel Theory, his little movie raptor. Let's see. I'd love to see Brewster talking. Yeah, I think I've been on the air with Brewster for a couple of different times. I do need, like I said, a lot of people have been asking me to bring guests on the show, and we try. I just got to figure out what kind of format I want to do it on. I mean, a lot of times I'm airing late, and a lot of these guys aren't available anyway. But I might just drop the link into the chat one day and just say, "Hey, let's go at it." When I got the kind of energy. But lately, I've just been burnt out physically and mentally. Doing the stream, I'm sitting back in my massage chair, so it helps. So. Let's see, Shadow Street, Dodgers won. We seem to hit a wall with the Patreons, which is okay. Me not having to watch Howard the Duck isn't the worst thing in the world. I'm just checking my. Let me put this back on here. I'm multitasking right now, which is something I'm not good at. If I'm multitasking, it usually means I'm screwing something up. Checking my email. Checking the meetup group. Meetup. Bam. I'm hosting a screening tomorrow of Dumb Money, so I got to make sure that's all there. The PC is Dumb Money. Wow, these people are not the smartest. Hold on. Wow. I'm going 2-0. I'm 1-1. I beat my opponent 174 to 115. With Steelers in Cleveland, and then there was Carolina and somebody else. If I did, Vince, if I had more money, you'd be watching the Duck. Wow. Let's see. Yeah, we would definitely be like one at a time. Like we've done a couple of call-in shows. It was Saints and Panthers. We've done a couple of call-in shows, but mainly, like I said, I'm just getting comfortable with that type of format, with that type of thing. So I want to make time on it for the Saturday night show, but there's like a lot going on in that show. And with my schedule being all screwed up, if you notice, I used to have a Friday show, and that kind of morphed into the Saturday overnight show because we started out our overnight show on Friday nights, but Fridays are so busy for me. Fridays, and then we were doing it Friday at 6 p.m., like right in the height of drive time for Vegas, so it was really tough for me to maintain that one, and it was really tough to get the topics together and actually build the show that I wanted. That's one of the main reasons I moved it. But as things settle down, I'm going to get on to the. I'm probably going to do another Friday night show too. Perp wants to talk about low budget horror with you. Okay. I'll get with him. And then I'll do a call-in show, and then I'll bring him on. Might do a call-in show tomorrow. Who knows? Because right now, most of these weekday shows, unless there's something going on or a trailer or something going on, we're primarily, just doing open mic. Once Godzilla -1, or not Godzilla -1, once the Godzilla Monarch show comes on, we're going to be doing a watch party with that one. Hey, somebody made my little thing tingle. Who is it? Anonymous just subscribed. It shows me her name on here, but I guess she wants me to remain anonymous. Okay, thank you, anonymous. I can't wait till I get this Streamlabs set up. Aaron Sabbath issued an authorization vote to strike against the gaming industry today. They're calling it game on pause. Well, yeah, they were talking about that before, remember? And I mentioned that was a really, really, really smart move because they have to, if they want to speed this up, the movie studios have so many ways to draw revenue that you're going to have to hit them in all those places if you want to affect any type of change. Django Unchained. How you doing, Larry? What's going on? QAnon sub. Well, I don't get it. All right. All right. All right. Everybody's here. Cool. So yeah, I'm going to as you guys, like I said, you guys got to see me on, I think it was what, Friday night. Friday night, me and Brad were just really, really giving Streamlabs OBS a run through of how we wanted, how I wanted things to look, and then only to find out that's just not the format we're going to use when it comes to our show. Like shows like this, we're winding down the shows like this where I'm using StreamYards, unless I'm broadcasting on Poindexter Lounge. So for the shows I broadcast on Poindexter Lounge, will have a different look to feel. They'll still have the StreamYard look and feel to them. But the shows, my long form shows, that I do on my own, they're going to have a more customized feel to them. Like, when somebody subscribes, I'm going to have me, I'll have like Ric Flair going, woo, or something like that, or me doing something silly, or my cartoon avatar doing something silly. Because, the Streamlabs allows, when you do the pay version, it allows you to do that kind of stuff. And I just want to give the channel a good look and feel. So, Natural Born Killers. Daniel Martin's asked me favorite between True Romance, and Natural Born Killers. Natural Born Killers. Larry, you continue to warn me. William, prepare thyself for more Patreons. Yeah, buddy. Yes, I did. I didn't like it more than the Django, but I liked Inglourious Basterds. I thought Brad Pitt was hilarious. I mean, it was obviously it was way over the top, but it was still a fun movie to watch. I mean, Christoph Waltz is great in there, and I think he won an Academy Award for that. Yeah, he won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor in that. And then he turned around and won one from Django. And Tarantino's got him 2 awards. Remo, what's going on, man? Is there a problem using StreamYard? I think no. The StreamYard is good. And it's really easy to use. I'm a dummy and I got used to it. It's just that for customization and look and feel to the channel and interacting, there's a lot more stuff I can do on the different platform OBS than I can here. And there's a lot I can do with the chat. A lot of the stuff that's there with the chat, as far as being able to read the thing, being able to design certain things and put the chat where I want it to be, having reactions to the chat, having reactions to the like when we do super chats or things like that. StreamYards is a little bit more of you can detail it a little bit more, whereas StreamYards is more basic. But like I said, it's the easiest one to use. It's really easy. I can come right through the door and sit down and go right into StreamYards. It's easy to design, easy to load, but it does have its limitations. So it's not bad at all. There's no problem with it. It's just I've been doing it to the point now where I feel comfortable to start to give a little, give the show a different look. Do I have a chance to go over here? No, I have not. I got to edit, but I've been slammed. But I will, and I'll get it up. I only heard about the Chubb injury because one of the guys in my fantasy league had him, and he was 6 points behind, and I guess he was having a good game, and then he's out. and it looks like he's out for the season. I guess he tore the same leg, messed up the same leg that he had messed up before. So Daniel Martin, a lot of people weren't too hot on Hateful Eight, but isn't there like a 10-hour version or some shit of that? I mean, like a really, really long version. All right, Vince is answering your question. Remo, if you don't really need guests, it's not necessary. Well, I guess that would be the other way around. If you have guests, StreamYard is the better format. If you don't have guests, then you can use I guess he's saying that. Yeah, you can use OBS. Because that's exactly, I was following the model of what Film Junkie did. He uses OBS for his weekly show. But for his vodka stream, where he has guests, he uses StreamYard. Hey, what's up? I had to read that twice to see what it's saying. How you doing, Toronto Fetty? Long time no see. Oh, wow. Daniel Martin. Clinton, I thought you were describing where the injury was when you said Chubb. Oh, wow. Where have we gone? Fourth is not even here, and he's influenced the show. Daniel Martin, you're William. Netflix broke Hateful Eight into chapters, and I thought there was additional footage. Yeah, I heard about that. That's what I mean. Yeah, I heard there was like a really, really long version of it. So, started talking to my dad again. He's 84 years young. Shame he's a Cowboys fan. Wow. Had to throw that backhanded compliment in there for him, man. Let's see. Like, subscribe. Done it there. Done it. Here we go. Let me get out of here. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at that injury now. Yeah, that wasn't good at all. Poor Chubb. It started with the damn meatballers, yeah. Yeah. Fourth, like I said, he doesn't even need to be on the show, and he has an influence on the show. Speaking of which, where the hell is Meat Night Meatballers? Well, all you have to do is summon him, and he'll show up out of nowhere. So. There you go. Yeah, Cowboys are 2-0, but all these teams that are either looking really bad now or they're looking really good, you got to watch out, because there's no pressure in October or September. Most of these teams are good enough to make the playoffs no matter what. It's what they do in January. It's what. But right now, the Cowboys, if they don't win the Super Bowl, it's a failure. It's gotten to that point with them. Jerry Jones was one of keep getting bounced in the first round every year. I summoned fourth side. Oh Lord. I told my dad I've been editing for you. He says hi. Oh, tell that dude Vince's dad I said hi too. All right, well, I'll see you next time. Make sure you like and live on the replay. Thank you, Spider-Man. Remo, I plan to make a custom 1-minute video for intros and closing podcasts, taking chat and running video clips along with prize giveaways. Other than that, it'll be one camera of me in the stream. Yeah, you could get away with StreamYard just fine. StreamYard would be just fine for you, Remo. All right, let's see. His name's Mr. Dat Dude. Is that what we call his dad? Let's see. 36 minutes. How much energy I have to go? Oh, what is Seth Rollins wearing on his eyes? Wow. Oh, by the way, that PW 500 list is bullshit. Sorry. Will Ospreay is not in the top 10. I don't want to see your list. If you give me a top 10 list and guys like Will Ospreay and Jay White aren't in it, and I got to go searching down there, I don't want to see your list. If the Shields is at the top of your list, If Roman Reigns, who's wrestled 4 times in 8 years, is on the top of your list, I don't need to see your list. But if guys like Kenny Omega are not in your top 10, you throw your list away. I don't need to see it. All right, now we're talking football. I was starting to go. I was starting to go to the raves in '95. Yeah, that was the time, boy. Hi, Chuck. So your middle name is Charles, so it's that Charles Dude Vince. That's cool. Your dad's last name is Charles. Okay. Toronto's middle name is Edward. So you guys got like all the royal family names. My middle name is Sylvester. William Sylvester Powell Jr. I am. You know what? People used to try to make fun of me. Sylvester the cat, Tweety Bird, stupid stuff like that. But you know what? No one could ever touch me because of that junior at the end of my name. Meant that my dad gave me that name. William Powell Sr. gave me that name. And there's no amount of fun you could ever make to make me ashamed of that name. He thought it was worthy enough to give it to me, and I'll give it to my son if I have one. Larry's is Evan. Okay. My initials are VCR. That's hilarious. Yep, William Sylvester Powell Jr. That's the important part. My middle name is Dallas. Woo, free drinks, Dallas Mars. Oh, is your name seriously middle name Dallas? That's hilarious. Clinton Dallas Huntley. Yeah, kids made fun of that. Kids are full of shit. So we were all when we were kids. Oh, look what happened. Spoke too soon. Nope. That is like I said. Your name is the one thing you can give your son that no one could ever take from him. Glad I don't have a middle name or 2 last names like George Carlin would say. Hey, lady, just pick a damn single name for the kid, would you already? Yep, Sylvester. No, I wore those cat ears because I saw Rhea wearing them, and we started joking about them. And next thing you know, I know she's sending me some. Those things are cool too. They're great quality sound, and they have a great microphone on them. Vince already has a wrestling ring name like RVD. How you doing, Fun? Google took my name for 14 days. That's what you get. Jackass. Yeah, Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, there you go. Yep, William Sylvester. And like I said, when I have a kid, it'll be William Sylvester Powell III, if he's a boy. Yeah. Let's can we unsummon him like magic? Can I use a redirect or an interrupt to get rid of him? All right. Okay, so we've been on 41 minutes. Just trying to see if there's any topics popping up. I'm going to be watching Ahsoka tomorrow. I won't be doing a live watch, but I'll do a Midnight Express tomorrow, and then I'll head right into that. I'm really enjoying that show, and we're getting down to the last 3 episodes. So I know we're about to see Thrawn. I'm assuming that we will see Grand Admiral Thrawn tomorrow night, which would thrill me because, like I said, before I started to enjoy the show, Grand Admiral Thrawn was the only reason I even gave it a shot. He goes back to me. He takes me back to a time when, before they inundated me with Star Skywalker stuff, where it was still relevant, it was still new, it was still somewhat fresh. You hadn't had the prequel series yet. You hadn't had, any of these other things yet. It was right, you've been without Star Wars for about, 12 years or so. So, yeah, it was seeing Heir to the Empire, those trilogies, the Thrawn trilogies back then, and then all the other stuff that Timothy Zahn did, really, really, really kept me engaged into Star Wars. So I'm really excited to see Thrawn. Daniel Martin, you're stuck with that middle name, with that name. Fourth is your penance. Yeah, that's what you get. You know you're going to give your kid a DC name. No, if it's a boy, it's automatically. In fact, if I get married, we're putting that in the prenup. Firstborn son's named after me. You can name the girl. All right, you can name the girl unless it's things like Madison, Harper, Tucker, all those type of names, Taylor, and nothing against all my listeners and people who have those names. You're all great people. I'm just not naming my kid. No, we're not doing that. Nope. Tyler, nope. And I got friends that are named. I can't do it. So I have a banned list of names for the kids. Nah, you might have. I don't know when you got the notification for it, but Streamlabs sends it out whenever the hell they want. I still haven't gotten a notification that I'm live, by the way, and we've been live for 43 minutes now. So I'm naming my son Dallas Cowboy. That kid's going to hate you. Wait, I need time to think of some trolls. You need time? Don't you come in with that shit? My son's name is Ganon, named after Zelda. How old is your son, Vince? Oh, you had kids. What if we all change our name to Midnight Meat Train Me? No, because then you're going to be stuck with him. You probably have to do like number 1, 2, or 3 because he's number 1 already. Midnight Meat Duck. That sounds foul. That sounds like another porn. Can we all take a second to appreciate how badass it is that Kurt Russell named his son Wyatt? My eldest is named Serenity for Sailor Moon. Billy Batson Powell, nah. No Shazam. Oh my goodness. Midnight Meat Martin. Oh wow, that just sounds gross. Nothing with ER at the end of names. Yeah. Spencer, sorry. And I'm not out here to offend all you guys who are naming your kids that. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Oldest is 15. Youngest Matilda is 9. My son's name will be Damian Wayne. Jeez. I never got a notification. I was trying to find a video. Oh, you know what, dude? Why do I allow you on the show? Why do I allow you on the show? I never got a notification. I was trying to find video of Lauren Berbert's theater videos. And listen, Google it, people, if you need to know what he's talking about. I remember when the Lynn names were out of control. Caitlin, Brooklyn, Lynn, yeah. I was almost Spencer. My son's name is Zach Prince after Zack Snyder. And well, Prince, my daughter's named Ivy after Poison Ivy. That's cool. And that's actually Prince's real name, Prince Rogers Nelson. Yeah, but I don't want to say it on air. Whenever you email me or whenever you send me stuff, that your real name comes up. But I figured you wanted to be called Fourth 1000 all the time, so I don't ever refer to you as your real name. My ex-wife named them all. I wanted Vincent Jr. You should have put your foot down, damn it. I never knew Fourth needed prep time for trolling. No, I just thought he was already armed and ready. She said she wanted midnight meat stacks. That's disgusting. I was almost Lennon for John Lennon, but my parents were afraid everybody would call me Lenny. Lenny and Squiggy. Yeah, I'm gonna bring you on too. If you notice, Toronto, I don't bring very many guests on. I just, I don't have a good reason, to be honest with you. A lot of times I'm streaming impromptu. Like I said, just lately I've been streaming every day. So probably not tomorrow, because tomorrow's going to be a short show because of Ahsoka, and I want to, Ahsoka's already going to be out, and people will spoil it for me since it already comes out at 9. So how about Wednesday night, Toronto, Freddie? Just be here to Wednesday night, and I'll send you a link. I'll bring you on. I'll bring Lucifer on. Brucifer on. We'll have some fun. William, name your son Lemmy. Not my first son, although that would be a pretty cool name. And once he knows where it came from, he'd even think it was even better. If we can't have kids, I'll get my junior from my current girlfriend. Or if we can have kids, there you go. So yeah, guys, we'll do a call-in show on Wednesday, or I'll do a guest show on Wednesday. So I'll bring in, I'll get with Brucifer. If anybody knows Brucifer, let them know. I'll send them a link, and I'll send you a link, Toronto, and we'll just have some fun. Let's see, I'm just speeding through wrestling right now. Hold on. Yeah, it's every other person I meet is or isn't. It's right down the middle. Like I said, I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I have, but I am. It's well done. It's well acted. I like the characters where they are at now. I don't, when I watch them in these other shows, I could care less about them. But for some reason now, maybe because it's live action, and I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I am biased against cartoons. I am getting better though because it's a good way to finish storylines and give you parts of storylines without spending a lot of money. But I grew up. Got to realize I grew up in an era where cartoons were sanitized for kids. The stories were sanitized for children, and that's not necessarily the case with like Star Wars stuff or Star Trek. It's definitely not the case with Star Trek. But like with Batman, that was sanitized for kids, and I always never really bought into animation because of that. William Meat Powertrain 4. Oh no. Brucifer messages you daily. Okay, we'll let him know. Am I gonna have to ban? Am I gonna have to block Lauren Borbert's name from my? Don't bring that woman's name up in my chat. The hell. Oh, hear that sound? Woo-hoo. Pretty soon, guys, that sound will accompany me dancing or doing something crazy on screen. Let's see what we got here. All right, thank you. I'm not saying this name because I don't know if it's real. Let's just say welcome. Thank you for subscribing, Richard. I'll leave it at that. I think I'm being played. All right. Can we bring up the level of discourse here, people? Damn. No, I'm not saying the name. I think I'm being taken for a ride. If that Richard, if that's your real name, thank you for joining. But I think that might be a Seymour Butts moment, and I'm not saying it on the air. But when I read it and started to say it out loud, I think I figured it out. Oh, you guys are creative late at night. All right. So yeah, so this week we're getting down into the 80s, and we're getting to that point. I'm going to go back to my normal Sci-Fi Center hours now. It's a lot cooler. Air conditioners in the process of being replaced. Lease is going to be signed this week. Just got a lot going on. I'm putting together a Halloween drive-in on the 28th. I got my Rocky Horror annual show on the 27th. Just got a lot going on. So my streaming schedule may or may not change, but it all depends on how much energy I have after I do all that stuff. So plus we got a lot of movie premieres that are going to be happening. Movies that have been pushed back. So just don't name your kid Jason Todd, William. No, Jason is probably something I would never name the kid. Was that you, Daniel? Was that you who came in and then made that crazy name? Okay, yeah, hit me up, dude. It should be up. My real name is Midnight Meadowitz. This is getting ugly. I might have to change my username to that. You know what? A brand new person is going to come into the chat and wonder what in the hell happened here. Oh my goodness. All right, we got about 8 more minutes before it either gets really, really ugly with this meat train shit, or I need to pop a couple Benadryls and take it easy. Maybe like 10 Benadryls. Spooky season is almost here. It started last week for me. Yep. Like I said, spooky season leads into Thanksgiving, leads into Christmas, leads into New Year, and then we start it all over again. I just want to stay in this. Once we reach the 70s, that's just where I want to stay year round. I wish I lived in a place that was just 70 year round. I don't need extreme heat. I don't need extreme cold. You know, Florida is like that, but then you got hurricanes and crazy people. So we want to do that. Yeah, just don't change your name twice in a row so fast it makes you keep it. Yeah, so be careful. Time for horror movies. Even though I will proclaim that every day is for horror. I don't need it just to be Halloween. I can do Christmas horror. I can do Thanksgiving horror, New Year's horror, Valentine's Day horror. Doesn't matter to me. Horror, I'm all over it. I'll be careful. Fourth, I can't stop laughing. Oh, jeez. Oh, you guys are hilarious. I don't even know what to take seriously anymore. I'm checking my chats and my notifications, and I'm seeing all kinds of crazy stuff. Then I'm like, well, is this a real person, or if I read this, I'm gonna look like a fool, and then somebody will clip it. So I'm gonna be careful. Okie dokie. I think I'm gonna wind this down. Oh, jeez. All right, thank you, Fourth 1000. I gotta watch Beetlejuice live now. Oh, jeez. That woman is just weird in so many different ways. I saw the popcorn bucket memes too, and I'm like, did that really? I didn't know if that would really happen or not. Because I saw the memes about what she was doing before I actually, read about the story, and I'm like, yeah, I can't believe she's a grandma. She's like 36, she's got grandkids already. Damn. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, guys. Anybody got anything else? Anything non-topical? Nightmare Before Christmas. There's both a Halloween and I show that on my Christmas drive-ins. I show Santa Claus versus the Martians, and then I show there's a double feature with Nightmare Before Christmas. In fact, the very first drive-in we ever did out in our parking lot was Nightmare Before Christmas. That back in December 2020. Toronto, I love how Saggy says the stream yards. Yeah, because she's from Boston. She gets in a car. Yams. Yeah. She has a heavy Bostonian accent. Yeah. She's like 36. She's got grandkids. And I don't know what you meant by DD. I'm not discussing her size on the fucking show. If she had nothing to do with politics, she just might be attractive. And well, she's kind of crazy. She was vaping in theater, and she was doing some inappropriate physical interaction with her date. There you go. I'm going to leave it at that. I'll let you guys' minds go where it needs to go for that one. So, all right, guys, please hit the like and subscribe button and share the stream, share the channel, build our geek kingdom. We're not slowly, but actually surely getting up there in subscribers. I looked at the stats the other day. I'm like, it's kind of cool. So, yeah, Saggy's Bostonian. Yep. You didn't know that? Yeah, Saggy's getting up there. I'm not saying that, Fourth. Okay, I can see this stream is taking a turn for the sick. All right, guys, that's about it. That's about all I got for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, eat my food, work on some stuff, send out some emails, order some merchandise, pop some Benadryls because allergies are starting to come back. And yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I think you asked me that for. I think I did. I would. My only question was, could I play it on the air? I don't think I can. Yeah, slow news night when we're talking about Lauren Berbert. That is real slow. So, all right, yeah, it is a slow news night. So we're gonna wrap this up. What about an hour of it? Thank you for everybody who joined up tonight. Thank you for all my new subscribers. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the support. Join the Patreon if you can. Join the second tier if you can. I got a lot of cool stuff for you guys. Just by being a Patreon alone, you'll be part of streams and stuff. I'm going to try to do that Patreon stream every 2 weeks for you guys so you can get on. Because I know some scheduling, issues happen and some people couldn't make it. So we'll be doing some really cool stuff with the Patreons. We're going to do our first watch along real soon here. But right now, you second tier guys are already going. You're already going to see Saw. You're already going to get Detective Comics mini posters. You are going to get some swag from Saw X. So we're off to a good start there. So I'm for real when it comes to this Patreon. So let's see. Yep. If you need something to watch, there's that dude's Vince's latest video. Meet Wallace. Wonder what happens when you say his name 3 times. You probably just explode. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. But as usual, for those of you who are watching the stream right now, you probably can memorize what I'm about to say. But for those of you who are just now watching for the very first time, we have some first timers here. I will open the stream before you see the count. When you see this on my stream, you know it's about to start. And we'll end it with that 988 Suicide Crisis Lifeline. We're headed into the holidays. We're headed into those parts of the year where being lonely carries a lot more weight than it does throughout the year. Keep an eye on your family members. Keep an eye on your spouses. Keep an eye on your coworkers. This is a time of year where they may just need you to come up and say, "Hey, how are you doing?" Spark up a conversation with them, and if you see the signs, provide them with this resource. And that's about it, guys. Thank you for being here, and I will see you all hopefully. Oh, jeez. Hopefully with some news tomorrow so that we don't stray off the path into what we did tonight. All right, guys. Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow.